Alright guys, forgot to make this announcement, so I'm going to record this quick clip for the beginning of the video. Now that we're doing 2 videos a day, I'm going to need more ideas. I want to know what y'all want to hear about. So if you're in the Discord chat, make sure you go down, find the video suggestions tab, leave a comment, tell me what y'all want to hear about, and I will try to get to it. Obviously, if I don't think it's interesting, if I don't think it's a good idea, I'm not going to cover it. No hard feelings. But I want to get some ideas. I want to really see where the demand is, and that's what I'm going to discuss. But thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. All right, guys, we're going to jump into the second video. And if you didn't see the video this morning, basically, I laid down that we are going to do 2 videos a day, at least for the next couple weeks, see how it goes. But last time we tried this, YouTube completely stops recommending your content if you're doing more than 1 video a day. I don't know why. It's just the YouTube algorithm. And really, I think the only way that we're going to be able to get behind this is if everyone who enjoys the channel, everyone who enjoys Dynasty Fantasy Football, make sure you subscribe, because I know that about 55% of y'all watching right now aren't subscribed because y'all just see it pop up on your home feed. I mean, I do that. I do a lot of the same thing with the YouTube channels that I watch. I'm not subscribed, and I go, I don't care. Whenever they post a video, it's going to go to my home feed because it's going to be recognized in the algorithm that I like that content, so I don't go out of my way to subscribe. But I'm telling you right now, we're not going to your home feed if you're not subscribed from now on, just because 2 videos a day, YouTube does not like that. Don't know why, can't answer it, but I want to give y'all 2 videos. So to make sure that y'all keep getting our videos, that it makes sense for me to do 2 videos a day, because if we go to 2 videos a day and we're getting less views than doing 1 video a day, why would I keep doing that? Make sure you go down, leave a comment, make sure you try to like every video you watch, and obviously, if you hate the video, don't leave it a like. If anything, leave it a dislike. But if you enjoy the video in the slightest, make sure you leave it a like, just so we can continue to get these videos out there for y'all. Now, this video is going to be the complete opposite of what we talked about in the video this morning. We're going to talk about some running backs that I kind of am more confident in going into the NFL draft in their ability to hold the starting job for their own team than I was before. Okay, the first player we're going to talk about is someone that I have not been a fan of. I've been trying to get y'all to sell him. I have been avoiding him at all costs. And in the original Flock Patreon League, I've been pretty much trying to sell him to every single team. If y'all were in the dispersal draft, you know I pretty much offered you him for your three rounds. I would just go offer him for whatever pick was on the clock. I'm like, I want this guy off my team. I don't believe in him long term. But in terms of the NFL draft and in terms of his team bringing in anybody else in free agency, I think he is extremely safe. And this is Darius Geis. Yes, Darius Geis is supposed to be an extremely talented running back. We don't necessarily know, just because we haven't seen him be on the field for longer than 50 snaps. But as of now, the team has no second-round pick. Last offseason, they took Bryce Love, I believe, in the 4th round, and that was a significant investment considering that they knew Bryce Love was not going to be ready in year 1. And this offseason, they go out and sign Peyton Barber and J.D. McKissick. I think they did this because they saw their lack of draft capital and saw that they were not going to be able to go out and draft a running back. So as of now, I think the group of running backs in Washington is very set, and we can kind of project them to go into the season like this. So if you are a believer in Darius Geis, I myself am not. I think it's a safe time to go out and buy, and maybe you'll be able to get him a little cheaper right now before the draft. Now, a player that is very polarizing. It seems like every single time I log on to Twitter, I'm seeing a discussion about this guy. And to be just completely transparent, I have always been off him, except when he came into the NFL. When he came into the NFL, I actually took him in a couple rookie drafts just because I liked the profile. But as soon as Le'Veon Bell started holding out, if I was able to get a late 1st-round pick, I sold him right away. And obviously his value soared past that. And this is James Conner. James Conner, I know everyone's saying the Steelers are going running back. The Steelers are going running back. But if you don't remember, halfway through the season, the Steelers traded their 1st-round pick for Minkah Fitzpatrick, and now they only have 2 picks on day 2 of the NFL draft. And not only do they have Jalen Samuels in the backfield, but they also spent a 4th-round pick. I believe it was a 4th, maybe it was a 5th, but on Benny Snell last offseason. So I don't really see them going out and being able to address the position in the draft, even if they want to. I think that this year it's going to be James Conner in the backfield, and maybe they try to address it in 2021. But now let's go to a player that I missed hard on last offseason. If y'all bought him because of me, I'm sorry. I thought it was a great buy low opportunity. I was like, Why is everyone selling this year 2 first round running back? And I got burned. Everyone was smart. I was an idiot. And this is Sony Michel. Now, the Patriots have no second round pick, and I think that's the range that we're pretty much looking for them to take someone. And last offseason, they spent a third round pick on Damian Harris, and that is significant in my opinion. If you're not a believer in Sony Michel, I wouldn't go out and buy him. I would go out and buy Damian Harris. I've actually been scooping him up in a couple recent Dynasty leagues just because he is completely free, and it makes no sense. Damian Harris has a 3-down running back profile, and if he gets the opportunity, I believe he can be productive. Now, going from pretty much Damian Harris and Sony Michel, we're going to go to another Damian and Damian Williams. Damian Williams plays on obviously the league's best offense, and Damian Williams, most people believe, is a subpar talent, including myself. I don't believe that Damian Williams is going to be able to hold up to a starter workload for an entire season. But I think that he may be a solid investment right now, just because obviously his value is kind of in the tank, with most people expecting the Kansas City Chiefs to go out and either sign a Devontae Freeman or draft a running back in the draft. And I'm looking at this team. They have a lot of holes on defense, and they are a very analytical team, so I don't think they're going to be willing to spend early round draft capital on a running back, and they only have 5 total picks in the NFL draft. They may have the least amount of picks in this draft than any other team. So I think that Damian Harris is actually kind of safe, especially with them bringing in Washington. So Damian Harris, I think, may be a good buy right now. Even if you don't believe in the player, you're going to be able to sell him for more a month from now when people realize that his job is a lot more secure than they originally thought. Now a player that also burned me last offseason. I hate to talk. It seems like I never get anything right, but I'm very honest whenever I get anything wrong. Y'all know I loved David Johnson in that Cliff Kingsbury offense last season. I wanted him everywhere, and he kind of fell off the map. But now he's in Houston, and I know we look at him and say, oh, he's washed, he's dust, he has no talent. But at the same time, the Houston Texans have holes all over defense, all over the offensive line, and they have no first-round pick. So with the team investment, I mean, they traded for Carlos Hyde, Duke Johnson, and David Johnson all within the last, 10 months? I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm easily willing to say that I believe that this team is going in with this group of running backs as their core. And I don't know if I necessarily believe in David Johnson to be solid on this offense, but I think that Duke Johnson is actually a fantastic buy right now. I scooped him up at the very end of one of our Flock Dynasty leagues, and I thought it was great value because not only does Duke Johnson offer a passing game skill set to the Houston Texans, who may be lacking that now with DeAndre Hopkins gone, but maybe if David Johnson is really as bad as we think he is, they'll finally use Duke Johnson as a starting running back. Now, lastly, this is a running back that a lot of people are high on. I was a little bit lower on him until I kind of looked into the situation further, but this is Kenyan Drake. There's reason to be excited in Arizona. Obviously, this offense is going to be electric with Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray, and they have no second-round pick, and their first-round pick is way too high to ever consider taking a running back. So I think with his recent contract, Kenyan Drake is a very safe buy in Dynasty Fantasy Football, and he's very easily projectable going forward. I actually spent, I believe, a 5th round start. No, it was like the 5-12 on Kenyan Drake in our most recent Dynasty League. But if you also want to get in one of those Dynasty Leagues, they're a lot of fun. Just filled the Flock 6 that will start drafting soon. MFL is actually going over and having some site maintenance. So we're going to wait until after that's done for me to start getting everyone inside the league. But extremely happy to go do that. We are going to be starting to fill the Flock 7. I've received a lot of interest. I think I have it on my little notes app. I think 6 guys have reached out and told me that they want in. So if you want in soon, make sure you go down, join the Discord. Most of y'all are probably already in the Discord, but shoot me a message. I'll try to get y'all in there. It's been a ton of fun. Y'all can go out. Really, I mean, y'all have the best advantage ever against me. Not only do you have your own fantasy football knowledge, but you have everything I say. Y'all can use it against me. Y'all know exactly who I like. Y'all know exactly who I'm low on. So if you're in a draft with me and you're drafting right next to me, you're like, well, I don't know who I necessarily want here, but I know that Mason is not going to take Darius Guy, so I'm not going to reach on him, and I think I can get him 5 picks from now. So use that advantage against me. Come try to beat me in a Dynasty draft, and really appreciate it, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Really hope you all got something from this video. As always, leave a like, leave a comment. That's how we're going to beat this YouTube algorithm.